And thank God for the because I was that serious, Bamba. And each and every day we're working to prove those people wrong, to show them that not si capable because in a way confidence not producer because these people, they are so capable to reduce you to the sense that you cannot see. You become some very exiguous small thing. You can be reduced absolutely to nothing. Do you know that? Like that when nothing makes sense in your life, like any value. So we get to that pressure is fagela la manje ukuthi sitipute ama questions la valid, ama questions la pregnant, questions that will take us places, questions that would get us scratching our minds each and every day, not out of anxiety, no, but out of the thought that do we really amount to nothing? Like we're asking God, those questions will even get us to the spiritual intensities of delving in scriptures, delving in the spiritual realms. You see, we're still trying to find out as to why do these people perceive us this way. It's kind of a pessimistic energy, but I like what it evokes in an individual. It gets us pressured, not relaxed. Because when like everyone believes you, when like everyone worships you, what's the need to work hard to improve yourself unless you are a disciplined person, of course. So it's really helpful to have people who really look down on you, like they just don't see you. And oftentimes, in order for this thing to have a balance or to have such a very piercing effect, these people who are looking down on you are supposed to be people who are having these other parts of their life that they are very proudful of, and then they will use them as a comparison to prove you that you are absolutely nothing, you are amounting to nothing. So you will always be fighting, you'll always be falling short when you bring yourself up to that table of comparing yourself with them. But this is the one thing good about it. If you are such a kind of a person similar to us, of course, who won't be destroyed completely by that kind of energy, that kind of an attack, criticism and judgment, you will then want to develop, want to cover up the space. And the more you open this page and the more you press here, something pops out on the other hand. This concept, this thing I'm talking about was highlighted one time by Steve Jobs. Said when you press this side, something comes out from that side. Like, you will be astounded as how creative you can just be all alone by yourself as you're trying to try things, as you're trying to meditate, get ideas flowing up and down in your mind. Something will just be connecting, and eventually the bulb will give light, and you will be so ecstatic as to at last I've eventually came out with something new, something unique, special. No another person. And then you stick to that. Going forward, you stick to that. You improve yourself. You develop that thing, so that eventually you can now be at peace with yourself. You can now no longer look yourself like you used to look yourself. You now see some element of potential within yourself. Of course, it takes some work. Of course, it takes some dedication. Yeah, you really have to have some sleepless nights, go hard on yourself sometimes, but it builds you. It makes you a very strong human being. So yeah, it really helped me to have these kind of people. And right now I'm very grateful of having had them in my life. And I'm grateful for what they did to me. In a way, yeah, it really felt me. Like, if I had found other people who would have lied, or maybe would have made me, would have poisoned me, because there is certain kind of admirations that is poisonous. Having people thanking, appreciating, praising you for nothing is just very poisonous. You need to have that pressure to get off the ground and start eating dirt and start going after it. How hungry are you to get to levels, to climb the ladder, to go as hard, as high as you possibly can, because we are capable. And unless we put ourselves in situations whereby these capabilities are required to be put in actuation, to implement something, there is absolutely no way we can discover these amounts of capabilities without us. This potential will always remain untouched inside. So it's more like you will have gone a whole day with so much power, fully charged, but never used, and turned back the item back to the creator without having produced anything with that element of power. Like, we don't only have just the brains. Of course, the mind is the central pivotal area where everything is created, everything is made alive. But we even have our bodies. Just taking this hand, putting it there, seeing what happens as you get to handle things, as you get to touch things. You see, don't just rely on the fact that we already have those other guys. They are doing good in the field. They are touching these things quite very well. So why bother them? No, have the feeling of being the one touching them as well, and seeing how differently does the thing looks when now it has been touched by you, personally by you.